Through Central America and Colombia, we have traveled for 3.5 months through lush, green, jungle-covered landscape. But that is about to change. As we approach the equator, traveling further south into the Andes, the views are slowly transforming. What we're about to experience is a feast for the senses. Ecuador is the beginning of a transition into the drier, mountainous landscape that we have been hunting for. This one is gonna be good, so buckle up and let's roam. Some roads don't simply exist on a map. They live in your mind, calling to you in your sleep, filling your thoughts at work. The Pan American Highway, a road spanning the length of North and South America, a 30,000-kilometer road trip through more than 15 countries, is that road for us. Life to us is nothing more than a collection of moments, and we want to fill our moments with adventure. So for 18 months, we'll be driving south from Tuktoyakta, Canada, all the way to Ushuaia, Argentina. From the Arctic to the Andes, through deserts, jungles, and the unknown, we'll live and wander in our self-built adventure-mobile, seeking stories, chasing landscapes, and redefining what it means to us to be modern-day explorers. This is our journey. Yep, that right there is Cotopaxi, the very volcano that inspired the popular clothing brand, the single most definable mound of rock of the many that surround Ecuador's capital city of Quito, and also one of the many go-to locations we have pinned for this country. We've made camp in Quito at a campground called Coda Vista, one run by a rather charming fellow named Andy. We're not sure if we like him more because he's Canadian or because he's just a great guy. It's probably a matter of equal measure. We've got a day in the city planned. Andy has supplied us with some recommendations for food and sightseeing, and as it's been a while since we've wandered a city on foot, we're eager to see what's down there. So, let's go see. We're on our way to the historic center of Quito. There, we'll take a gander through the Basilica before hunting down some delicious Ecuadorian food and hot chocolate. We've hopped into the very first taxi on this entire trip, and when we arrive at our destination, our fare will be a mere $5 USD. Historic Quito is colorful, colonial, and simply delightful to the eyes.
Oh there, bud. Hold your horses, would ya?
The Basilica del Voto Nacional in Quito, Ecuador is the largest neo-Gothic church in the Americas. Its construction began in 1887, inspired by the architecture of Paris's Notre Dame, and was meant as a national vow of faith following Ecuador's consecration to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Though technically unfinished, local legend says completing it would bring about the end of the world, the basilica remains an iconic landmark. Instead of traditional gargoyles, its towers feature sculptures of Ecuadorian wildlife like iguanas, turtles, condors, and armadillos, blending European style with local identity. Today, it stands as both a working church and one of Quito's most striking architectural treasures.
ver. Beautiful. I love these colorful.
During our time wandering through the Basilica, we managed to climb all 3 towers, namely because somehow we missed this passage that leads from the southern towers over the top of the main hall to the northern tower. We actually did a full perimeter of the Basilica trying to find the entrance while scratching our heads in confusion. No harm done. We got the workout that we desperately needed from all of those stairs.
Yet again, my least favorite sign.
From the viewpoint in the central tower, we had a 360-degree view of the surrounding city and mountains, as well as the exterior of the southern towers. The climb up was a little precarious, but well worth the views.
You hungry?
Sí.
Is it time for some Ecuadorian lunch?
Yeah. And beer.
But before we get to sipping some delicious beers and filling ourselves with Ecuadorian cuisine, check out this Chevy Square Body Popemobile.
Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está? Bien, bien.
The walk down from the Basilica presented steep streets, colorful walls, and the ever-present view of the Virgen de Quito. As we approached the main square, the crowds thickened, the streets became lined with artist vendors, and the smell of food spilled from restaurants, making our stomachs growl in protest over being so late to lunch. Luckily for us, food was not far off.
Okay, tell me about it.
I haven't tried it. I'm giving you a spoon.
Put it in your face hole.
So the soup is called encebollado, and it's like the famous Ecuador soup. Seafoody and oniony.
What is it? Está muerto. Normal.
Yeah. I think it's like a little pork chop. I'm not really sure. It looks like pork to me. And rice, beans, vegetables.
So yet again, the meals that we ordered, mine was like $3.50 and Meg's was $3. And we get everything. So it's less than a $7 US meal.
After lunch, it was time to sample some of the local beer. We'd been told that Quito has some pretty good microbreweries. And honestly, we had really been missing good beer since leaving Canada.
Let's get some beer.
I'm sure the irony of this place's name is not lost on all of you, considering the Basilica that's so close by.
That's a proper beer.
So now we're in a chocolate shop, and Quito has like so many of these chocolate shops, and lots of times people will come and have like this full chocolate experience where they make it and learn all about it. We're just coming for a hot chocolate at one of them. So chocolate.
As far as city visits go, Quito was short but sweet. We're sad we didn't have the mental and emotional stamina to explore other cities like Medellin and Bogota in Colombia, so our visit to Quito is filling in a little for those lost adventures. By camping just outside of the city and taking transit in, we were able to avoid the stress-inducing experience of driving into a downtown core and attempting to find parking. This experience has served well to remind us that it is okay and actually quite fun to visit a city, despite the fact that our main focus is on wild spaces. Quito will remain in our memories as a place of rest, renewal, and overall a really wonderful experience.
Well, I guess it's
Laundry day!
it's laundry day. This doesn't happen very often, so we have a particularly large load of laundry today.
Yes, we do.
Oh my goodness.
The last time we did laundry was in Bogota.
Oh wow. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Our camp host Andy just picked up bread for us. Look at it.
Sourdough loaf.
Stop moving around so I can get a picture of it. Oh
This
my
is
gosh.
a tomato, sun-dried tomato sourdough loaf, and it's still warm. And Alex didn't want one of these, but a German pretzel. It's all mine.
I want some now.
Yeah, right.
Hello, Coffee. Are you in here to get a pretzel too?
Please.
Hey. Thank you, boy. Another van dog.
That's a good boy.
There's a good boy, Coffee. There's a good dog. Oh.
We remained at Costa Vista for an additional day to catch up on work and get some small errands taken care of. Andy has a really good thing going here. His Overlander's oasis on the hilltop is the perfect spot to take it all in while still being away from the busyness of the city. With our time here coming to a quick close, it would soon be time to pack up and head back into the mountains.
Well, we are all finished up here at Costa Vista. The next stop we're going for is Volcano Antisana. We're gonna camp out there. Hopefully we see the volcano. It's pretty cloud covered right now. And then after that we're gonna head to Cotopaxi. We've had a great stay here at Costa Vista. It's a fellow Canadian, Andy, that owns and runs the place. And it's perfect location in Quito to get to the historical center by taxi for $5. There's lots available to a traveler here, so we definitely suggest Costa Vista if you're ever coming through Quito.
100%.
Yeah,
You must come here.
It's been a great stay.
And it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you guys saw the view of Cotopaxi from here when it was clear. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think it's time to get on out of here and go for a drive.
Bye, friends. We'll miss you so much. If the van breaks down in the next week, you'll see us again.
I got a flat tire.
Bye.
Ciao!
Ciao, ciao.
Volcano Antisana was another recommendation from Andy, and a note on iOverlanders said that the stretch of road into the park was a must drive. We don't need much more than that to get our wheels turning. So, let's go see what this place is all about. Well, suffice to say, the iOverlander report was on point, and I think serves well as a precursor to what's ahead. Unfortunately though, as we climbed into the park, where we'd eventually reach the 4,000 meter mark, rain clouds encroached on our view of the mountains in the distance, and our hopes of seeing Antisana began to quickly fade.
It doesn't look like we're going to see much today, but there's some Andean deer. So right there, that's a massive snow-covered volcano.
It's there.
But you'd never know. Yeah, you can see the base of it right over there. So Meg's just over there registering so that we can drive an extra little bit to get to the lakeside. But the whole park is like totally socked in and it's raining pretty good. I don't think we're gonna see Antisana today, unfortunately. So maybe what we'll do is exit early and then drive over to the north entrance of Cotopaxi. And maybe just like wait around for a few days to see if we can catch a view of the volcano. So this is really unfortunate. It can so easily happen, and we only have like so much time that we can kind of wait around, and we don't want to be here for weeks, but it could be cloudy for weeks. Anywho, it doesn't always work out. Well, how was that registration?
It was good. They're very serious around here.
Very serious.
Can't see shit.
Despite the low clouds, this area is unlike any we've seen in a very long time. We only have an hour before the park closes, so we're going to do our best to see what we can and absorb as much of this new and interesting Ecuadorian landscape as we can. Volcan Antisana is surrounded by a vast Paramo ecosystem, a high-altitude grassland unique to the northern Andes. The Paramo here is a mosaic of cushion plants, mosses, and tough bunch grasses that thrive in the thin air and cold nights. Glacial meltwaters feed wetlands and lagoons that sustain an abundance of wildlife, from Andean condors and caracaras soaring overhead to spectacled bears and white-tailed deers roaming the slopes. These fragile landscapes act as a natural water reservoir for Quito and surrounding valleys, making Antisana not only a haven of biodiversity, but also a vital source of life for the region below.
You like this ground?
Yes, very cool.
It's very cool ground.
It's like tundra, but
Oh, look at these beautiful little planties and flowers and all those things. It's wonderful.
how you guys doing? We so wish we could camp here. What a drag. Unfortunately, the man at the front has Alex's license hostage. Where is it?
Volcano's over there.
I guess we'll just have to look at photos.
Yep, I guess so. Hello, Webbit. What do you think of Antisana so far?
It's cool. This is a very beautiful, vast sort of landscape. Just a bit disappointed that we can't see the volcano.
Yeah, there's reason to be disappointed for sure.
But it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, look at all this stuff.
Look at all this stuff. So of note, something to consider is that we haven't actually seen a landscape like this in particular since we left North America. Just the fact that there's really like no trees whatsoever up here. I mean, there's a bush, but no like real trees.
And it's like very tundra-esque here. Even the ground down there feels like tundra.
Mushy.
It's mushy. And yeah, it looks a little bit like the Richardson Range on the Dempster Highway. That's my take on it. Luckily for us, just as we began our drive out, the clouds lifted just high enough for us to see the base of the volcano. And boy oh boy, it's a big one. With that, we bid farewell to Volcan Antisana, stealing glimpses of its snow-covered base in our rear view as we sped away. A few hours' drive ahead of us was the next wonder, one we'd likely see a lot more of in the following days.
Oh, look at it. Wow. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty.
Little babies.
Horse jam. Lots of horses.
You didn't even stop. You didn't even stop. I didn't even have a chance.
To our surprise and utmost pleasure, Volcan Cotopaxi was in full view when we arrived and continued to stand out in the open for us to see right into the next morning. We'd entered into a magical land of volcanic grasslands inhabited by deer, foxes, frogs, wild horses, and one heck of a beautiful snow-capped volcano.
It is one big volcano.
Should send these people these videos. They're right in the friggin' shot.
What does it smell like?
Pine needles.
What does it smell like?
Hub.
It smells like home. So shortly after we kind of finished work this morning, Cotopaxi as we're calling it now,
Don't tell.
totally clouded over, and it's been clouded over the entire day. So it's just been a hangout day for us, and we're hoping tomorrow clears up, but it says Friday is supposed to be real nice. And so if we don't get up tomorrow, then we're going to do both the hike up to the Refugio tomorrow or on Friday, and then driving around the base of the volcano. So
We'll see.
yeah, okay. It's like there's lots of frogs in this area or something.
I want to meet one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Make it your friend.
Yeah, make it my friend.
It's that time of the month again. Bolognese time.
It's spaghetti bolognese time. You kill me.
A comedian.
This does happen to be my favorite time of the month, though. Let's eat.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Despite weather projections, when we woke the next morning, Cotopaxi was once again out in full view as well as the neighboring mountains. Knowing that weather windows close quickly here, we were not about to go and sit around. There is a vast, pastel-colored volcanic wonderland out there to explore, and that land cannot be explored without wheels rolling and boots stepping. Looks like we are A-OK, green light, time to go attempt to make it to the parking lot so that we can hike to the Refugio. And I say attempt because we're going to go from
3,600 to 4,600 meters.
Yeah, and that's going to be the highest we've ever driven the van.
We don't know how steep the grades are.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And then we're gonna hike to 4,800 meters today. So that's where the Refugio is. So wish us luck, I guess.
No, wish the van luck.
Wish the van
We don't
luck.
need luck.
I think we hit it at the right time. I really think we hit it at the right time. Oh yeah, this is good. This landscape is absolutely astounding. Beauty so rich and so vibrant it makes the breath catch in our lungs. In a place like this, every direction you look, ancient stories call out to you. From the rocks, the blades of grass, the formations in the dirt, the ice trapped on the peak of the volcano for millennia. Time has carved its name in the very fabric of this place, etchings so deep that the beauty of this world spills out from deep down like blood in the form of superheated, molten rock. Then cooling to leave upon the surface tales of epic power and violence. This world, in all of its intricacies, all its wondrous tales, is something worth cherishing, exploring, and savoring.
Betty make it?
We don't know. Probably can't really read it, but we're above 4,100 meters, and Betty has officially gone into grunt mode, where RPMs just won't get above like 2,000 really.
And we haven't even made it to the switchies. Oh boy.
Betty is officially
higher than she's ever been.
She's officially higher than she has ever been. And well, we just got to our first switchback, and it got way steeper than the rest of the road, so I don't think that we're gonna make it unless she just keeps on crawling, which she might. We're down to 1,500 RPM and whopping like 5 kilometers an hour.
What's the strategy now?
We're doing switchbacks on the road.
Uh-oh.
No. Oh, come on, girl.
to.
Oh, it's just
We made it to the overflow parking lot.
just past it.
We're trying to get to the main parking lot, but at least we made it to the overflow. We're just getting to the steep section that may be the limit. So I thought we'd do a live stream. Go Betty, down down, go Black Betty, down down.
Go, Brown Betty.
She's climbing.
I cannot believe this van is doing this. It's just mind-boggling. I mean, like, we've had our share of problems with this van, but we'll just say that we'll give Chevy Engineering a pat on the back, because right now a 4.8 liter V8 is hauling a 9,000 pound van up a hill
At 4,600 meters.
at almost 4,600 meters.
That is like almost 20,000 feet
Yeah.
for those Americans.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna make it, and then we're gonna walk the rest of the way up to that Refugio. Have a cheeky little hot chockey.
Walk down
And keep going. Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know. We have one last steep section, it seems, before the parking lot, and it seems a bit steeper than the rest of it. So,
but she's been surprising us. So
she's crawling. She is still crawling.
all these
The guys in the truck at the top are gonna be like, why are they cheering when they arrive? That's so weird. We're at 2 kilometers an hour right now. But we have like 50 meters to the parking lot.
just past here, it like starts to kind of
Taper out
again.
Get less steep. Oh God.
I think she's gonna do it.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do it. That would be really embarrassing if we had to. if we
gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Go, Betty, go. Go, Betty, go. Go, Betty, go.
And yet again, Betty makes it where only other 4-wheel drive vehicles have gone. No, that's not true.
I love the fact that there's all Toyotas up here, and now we just have a heavy Chevy
Heavy?
parking up beside them.
A friggin' heavy Chevy. Only Toyotas. Actually, there's a couple Chevy trucks.
Yeah, Chevy trucks.
Chevy trucks.
They're lightweight and
Some Toyotas.
4630.
We're actually at 4685, I think, is the official height according to the sign.
Yeah. There you go. There's a falcon or something, and there's old Betty. I cannot believe this. What? We made it.
I can't breathe.
All right, babe, you ready for this 1 kilometer hike?
Slog? Yeah. I guess so.
Here we go.
Starting off on a hike, albeit a short one, from 4,600 meters after sitting on your ass for days is not something we would recommend. It's a small grace that we only had roughly a kilometer and something like 200 meters of elevation to trudge through to get to the Refugio.
There you go. Just about as high as we've hiked. Way to go, baby.
Way to go, sweetie.
Can you give me a high five? Yeah, there you go. Selfie high five. Well, let's go into the Refugio. They just don't make doors like they do in North America, you know? Are those Cotopaxi hot chocolates?
See, in cute mugs.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be good.
This is gonna be the highest place.
Also, we have PB&J's. What a combo.
Yeah. This is gonna be the highest place
We've had a hot drink.
that we've had hot chocolate.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, we looked high and low for Matt and Stacy's sticker, as well as Max and Nikki from Go Alone. Couldn't find them. They're on a sign around here somewhere, or they're down below, but we're gonna leave our sticker anyway. So if you're up here, come find us, leave a sticker.
There it is.
There it is.
Romer. Made
Some
it to the
Romers.
Refugio.
Come grade it. There she goes. There she goes again. Bye. Well, this is pretty fun. It's like sand the whole way down, so you can just run. Wee-oo. All right, let's see if the van starts at 4,600 meters. Like a champ.
We never really thought that it wouldn't start.
Just wanted to leave you
You're
guys
just
in suspense.
dramatizing things. How dare you? Clickbait.
All right, down we go, baby.
Down we go.
We just go straight over the edge because we can't back up. I wouldn't mind driving one of those. Wouldn't be so bad. It's a pretty nice vehicle. Gold Troopy. Okay, so tonight with dinner, I'm drinking a Zen IPA with CBD. It's only 4.9%, and it's a session IPA, but it's from a local microbrewery here in Ecuador. So I'm gonna give it a shot, see how it is. Oh, that is fantastic.
So far, beers in Ecuador have been excellent.
Yeah, this is really good. It's like really nice light IPA. Yep. So I can get drunk and stoned at the same time. Is that how it works? Okay.
I'm rolling my eyes.
She's rolling her eyes. Yep.
When we awoke the next morning, there was significantly more cloud cover around Cotopaxi, eliciting a strong sense of gratitude that we had taken our shot to hike the day before. Luckily, we had captured some great shots of the volcano already, so today we could focus on other parts of the park. An area less frequented by the majority of visitors, but an area we were told by multiple overlanders to not skip. Needless to say, anticipation was high, and we'd soon find out that our anticipation was fully warranted. Out into the wind-swept grasslands we rolled, where shelves of ancient lava rose like forgotten ramparts, and Cotopaxi's peak hid itself behind a veil of cloud. Gravel whispered and crunched beneath our tires as the land opened wide before us. Older fields scattered by eruptions long past, cryptic mounds rising from the plain like riddles left unsolved. Here, we are no more than ants upon the earth, fleeting shadows in the endless gaze of time. A fork in the road bends to the right, and I direct Meg to take it. From above, the track looks rougher, rockier, a touch more technical, just enough to let Betty stretch her legs and to nudge Meg's confidence further into unfamiliar terrain. It's a perfect training ground, a gentle stepping stone. Whether she chooses it or not, Meg is slowly but surely becoming a seasoned backcountry driver, one stepping stone at a time. These small expansions of comfort, built quietly and consistently, will matter later, when the road becomes rockier, more remote, and less forgiving. I think often about these kinds of skill sets, gifts earned only through experience. They may hold little relevance in the world of pavement and convenience, but out here, they are currency. They are what keep us moving, what keep us alive. And in truth, that's part of why we're here. Not just to trace lines across the map, but to grow more fluent in the language of challenge, to collect lessons before they vanish, to learn how to meet the unexpected with steady hands and open eyes. Out here, exploration isn't just about the world, it's about the shaping of ourselves within it.
Well, we've had a chance to give you a bit of off-road experience. How's it been going?
You know, I just was not born to do this, I don't think.
You're doing so good, though.
Yeah, whatever. I guess it's good practice
High
before
five.
I have to do it manual.
Yeah. Meg hasn't figured out that they're wild horses.
I'm
they
just
can't be
calling
summoned.
them so that you get a better shot. Are you not getting a better shot? You're welcome.
We continue to press on into the park, ever curious of what's around the corner or over the crest up ahead. Cotopaxi National Park is quickly turning into an overlander's mini adventure park.
Next up on Alex's soda reviews, he's drinking diesel.
Yeah, it is a Coca-Cola product, but it's called Inca Cola. No idea what this tastes like. Picked it up at random at the Super Maxi.
I bet it's gonna taste like cream soda like all the other ones.
Yeah, I think so, you're right. Yep. It's very similar to that Colombiana drink that I was drinking a lot of in Colombia. Now it's just called Inca Cola. And I would say that this looks a lot more like Iron Brew in coloration than the other stuff did.
I thought Iron Brew was red.
No, it's yellow.
Oh.
Delicious. So we're on our way back, and instead of fully double backing, we're taking a different route to get us to the west side of the Cotopaxi Park. And yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. It kind of takes us up and around and winds us around some big mounds. So there's always an adventure to be had.
After months of wandering through mountains draped in green, the sight of an open, unobstructed horizon feels like letting out a deep breath we didn't know we were holding. Here in Ecuador, the land begins its quiet transformation, hinting at the landscapes we've been longing for, the painted deserts of Peru, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina, waiting just beyond the calendar's turn. This place feels like a prelude, a whispered promise of what lies ahead. And so, for now, we linger in the moment, savoring the chance to roam through a land this vast, this raw, this epic. Pretty.
Very cool.
You want to be friends?
Do you want to be my best friend?
I can sense you want to be friends. You want to live in a van? Oh, what's that?
It's a snack.
I like the way you put your foot up.
Very good balance.
Okay, go ahead. Be free. Hey.
That was fun.
Did you see how I could control the birds?
Yeah, you're doing such a good job of controlling them.
Baby, why aren't you following your mom?
Well,
We made it to the campsite.
made it to camp.
Are you pointed south?
Probably not. So this is home for the night. Just a gravel parking lot. So we're just camped on kind of like the west side of the park so that we can leave, I don't know, early-ish tomorrow morning. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Cotopaxi though. It's been one heck of an adventure. So much beauty here.
Yeah.
If you guys have the chance to come to Cotopaxi, definitely do, and bring a vehicle, drive around. There's so much more to see than just the main parkway. So yeah.
Cotopaxi and Antisana revealed themselves as unexpected gifts, glimpses into the quieter, hidden corners of Ecuador, the kind of places many travelers pass by without ever knowing. To stand in their presence felt like stumbling upon a secret, whispered only to those willing to linger. The land here is shifting slowly beneath our wheels, each change of terrain stirring our curiosity for what lies ahead. Already, Ecuador is carving out a place among our favorite countries along the Pan American Highway, and with more than half of it still waiting for us to the south, we can only wonder what new wonders will rise to meet us.
No. Hey.
Is this just your morning commute, you guys?
Thank you for being here with us on this journey. We hope our stories and experiences spark something in you. Maybe it's a bit of curiosity. Maybe it's the urge to get out and explore this big, beautiful world for yourself. Now, go chase that next adventure and make the kind of memories that stick with you. Until next time, keep on roaming. If you would like to see behind-the-scenes content, get route and camp spot information, or if you'd just like to help support us by putting some gas in our tank each month, you can contribute on Patreon. And oh hey there bud, before you go, don't forget to go on over to slowroamers.com to get yourself some rad Slow Roamers merch. We've even got some new stuff in there for you. For additional photos and commentary on our journey, you can follow along on Facebook and Instagram. Well, Cotopaxi National Park in Antisana, holy smokes, you were big, covered in snow, and dang beautiful. It was good to see ya. Now we're on to the next thing. Bye.